Good morning. Hope everybody's doing good. Tuesday, not Monday. So I couldn't sleep worth a lick. So I decided to jump in and we're just gonna play around today. See what we can get done. I want to finish this up. This is kind of my first task. I was thinking about this after I finished streaming yesterday. I either need to figure out a way to make this extremely compact, or I could simply just do some overflows. Let this thing back up, but I really don't want to do that. So let's try to make this compact. Let's go over here. All right, so we know we need 180. Hmm. $660. 80's 480. Minus another 180 is 300, so it's still mark 4. This will be 120 coming out of here. $120 coming out of there. Let's have 60. Come out of here. Same thing here, but this one's now 60. It's now 120. Need one more, yeah? Hmm? Let's do that. Make that a little cleaner. Okay, that's a bunch of 160s. Now the problem is I need 2 of these. I wonder if I can make this more vertical. Don't have much more room. But I could try. Alright, let's delete this one. Hope if I got that the right direction. I want this one to go into here. There we go. Okay, so this isn't going to work as well as I wanted because clipping. Really need to move it over just a hair. Mhm. Uh, Actually, what we need to do here is okay. That's a closer representation of what I want. It's just not very conducive for. Very conducive for spacing. That's the problem. Hmm. Yeah, it's a little cleaner. Now the issue's going to be. Let's see, should be. I have to clear. This work? Okay, that works. Morning. Morning. How are you? Well, I guess that's still morning for you, right? It's almost noon. Okay, that's doing what I want it to do. "9:28 a.m. Yeah, it's 3:28. I could not sleep this morning, or last night, or tonight, or however you want to phrase it. I decided to get up and try to get a few things done here. Okay, let's delete this because it's going to end up being in the way. I can lower this back down since I'm not going to do that. Okay, so now we've got 1, 2. You guys in the US have wintertime and summertime. You mean like daylight savings? Where the time changes? Because if that's what you're asking, yes, and I believe it's this weekend, to be honest. I think it's this Saturday night we fall back. It's a little too... I want it to turn sooner. Yeah, so we have the same thing. Oh, y'all did it this last Sunday? Yeah, ours is this weekend. I'm 99% sure. A bit too... I like that. Not horrendous. Okay, so let's come on. I want this guy. Thank you. And there, and then we're down to, let's see, we're at 660 minus 180 minus 180, 300. This is Mark 3? No, it's still Mark 4. One. Uh-oh, I think I messed something up. Shoot. Mark 1. Mark 2, that's Mark 1. Mark 1, that's Mark 1. So these should be opposite. So 2, 1, 1. This is 1, 2, 2. Yep, I did mess it up. That should be Mark 1 in there. And this should be Mark 2. This is Mark 1. Yes. So Mark 2. Mark 1. In France, in 2019, they voted a thing so that you don't have to change time anymore, but it never actually happened. They keep pushing it back. So we've got a few states that don't adopt that. Arizona, I believe, is one of them. There's one or two. There may be more. But so when the whole country does the time change this weekend, like Arizona won't do it. And I don't know what the reasoning is. I want to say they just leave it up to the states to determine. I can't remember the exact reason. Guess I could look it up. Let's see which states don't do daylight savings. Arizona and Hawaii, and a couple of U.S. territories. It says Arizona does not observe daylight savings time with the exception of the Navajo Nation. Hawaii, same thing. Why does Why does Arizona not do daylight savings? Primarily due to its hot desert climate, which would lead to higher energy consumption for air conditioning during the hotter evenings. There you go. It's a money thing. So yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's useful at 7 p.m. night or not. To be honest, so where I live in Texas, it does make a difference. You would be surprised. There's a noticeable as you get closer and closer to the daylight savings. You know, here in fall, there's a noticeable difference in the length of the day as far as daylight and stuff like that. So it actually makes sense, like for where I'm at, right? But that may not be applicable to everybody. All right. If we can get this to go here. Can't. Yeah, I mean, if you work like an indoor job, doesn't really matter, right? I'll put this here maybe. But my job is an outside job. Looks better. So having that extra daylight during the summer is actually significant to being able to get things done. 660 minus 180 minus 180 minus 180. All right, so these should be 120s coming out of here. You just run these out just to... Actually, let me not run these out. So we need to figure out what we're going to do with them. Alright, so what are we going to do with these 120s? How do we want to... I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 180s. 120 minus 180. 60. My math... Oh, I got 6... No, I got 6 180s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 660 times 2 is 1320. 1320 minus 180 times 6 should be 240. All right, so I got the 240. So I bought one of those big mats recently. It's the best thing I ever did because I had this awkwardly sized mouse pad that the way I sit at my desk, like my underside of my wrist kept on like falling off of it. It was super annoying. So I've got one of those big, heck, I don't even know how big this thing is. It's damn near half the size of my desk, but it's fantastic. So I got 6. Oh, how many do we need here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All those. Why is my math's not working here? No, it's working because I got 240 plus 60 divided by 2. 150. All right, something's off. Something's really, really off. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Hold on. Why did I say that was 660? Those are 780s. Those are 100% 780s. I'm an idiot. No, I don't have to redo it. I just need to add another layer. The math still works because I'm pulling off 180 each time. So I don't know why I was doing 660. 780 minus 180. So this one's 600. This one's 420. Which 420 is what, Mark 4? Yeah. So after that is another. So I'm gonna have a Mark III going here. Okay. Mhm. 720. You mean the Mark V belt? 780. Oops. All right, let's get this splitter in. Get this splitter in. Okay, this is Mark 1. Mark 2. And I said these were Mark 3s. Oops. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. So what do we got coming out of here? So these should be 60s coming out of here. Which, and I'm pulling 60 off of this one. So 60, 60, 60 is 180. Perfect. Let me delete these because they're going to be in my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you can't, you don't want to go there? Come on. Come on. He wants it a little bit further. When they use the wiki, which one do you use? Phantom? I use the GG one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These will combine for 9, and I needed 9, so perfect. So we need to combine these two. How do we want to do that? That really got in the way. It's stuck at update 8. Sounds about right. All right, I need to break off the... break off the 60 off of this one. Do I want to test this? Probably test this, don't I? Nah, I trust the math. Do I trust the math? I don't know if I trust the math. Yeah, I may need to break this off underneath here first, because I got to get 60 into this splitter, or this merger. Without clipping. Without clipping. Trust the math, but I trust neither. That look about right. It's 2. 1, 2. We're gonna cheat a little. Nobody saw that, right? I'm not even gonna put a floor hole. Yeah, so we can eliminate this right here. And actually, since we're doing that, let's do this. I don't want you to come over here. I don't think I've got enough room to put a splitter in here and make it work good. No, I'm not too happy with that. We'll just split it up high, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's not blind. There we go. One more. Let's mark 5. NE, and then overflow, we mark 1. There we go. You're at 6750 channel points, almost 10k on Twitch. Yeah, I still haven't spent the time to go research all that stuff. If I can give you something, I would. I just don't know how to do it. Let me look at this real quick. Viewer rewards. Rewards. That's not where I want to be looking. Unity. No, that's not it either. Yeah, I need to take some time and actually like dig into that shit. All right, so this guy needs to run down there, which that's a Mark 5. Yeah, it's Mark 5. Aligned. Okay, that's been solved. That's been solved. And we've got our 9180s. You have Twitch. Channel points. I have Twitch. My channel points for the emote or 24th. And they didn't give it to me. I got ripped off. Well, that sucks. All right, so we need to get 6. How am I gonna do this? That's gonna clip like a mother. I don't like that. Go that way. Nope, we gotta go this way. And that's 2 of them at ground level. There's 3 of them at ground level. Kinda don't want to have this in here. All right, so we needed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Actually, we need 7. And then a double stack. You know, I saw that trailer video. I don't know what to think, because the title's deceiving, right? They said they fixed fluids, or however they phrased it. I don't remember how they phrased it, right? But like, giving me a fluid truck is not fixing anything, in my opinion. Like, when I hear them say they're fixing fluids, I hear like the issues with pipes and shit have been solved, which it very well may be, right? And I haven't watched any of the big guys, you know, Bits or any of them, to see kind of what their reaction is on. What am I doing here? I feel like this is just a convoluted mess. You know, to get their thoughts on it. I'm sure they've put out videos. I just have not checked it out. I don't know, what are your thoughts? All right, 1, 2, 3. How many do I have left? I have 4 left. How did that happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got 4. I'm an idiot. But recently put out made a video of fluid glitches there. After they made that video, I'll have to go watch that. Yeah, I'm not going to use them. If that's their solution to fixing fluids, I'm not overly thrilled. This is a mess. This is an absolute. How am I going to get? I could do this number, right? It's so annoying that these don't. Come on. All right, that's those. So 1, 2. I should have 2 left. Yeah, I got these 2 guys, which of course are the highest ones. Okay, this one's an easy. I can do that. And then this one is the hardest. Maybe I should have... Ooh. This is what I should do. Um, um. Sure help if you put it in the right spot, wouldn't it? Did I leave enough space? Did. All right, one more time. There we go. That looks cleaner, yeah. Much cleaner. All right, let's make these transition. Curve them in. The curve here. Where's the first one? There it is. Rid all the feets. Straight. It goes straight in. There we go. Looks clean. Yeah, appreciate it. You know what, I'm so, like, I'm getting very, very antsy. I want to see just ingots galore on all of this stuff. Like, I mean, Just imagine all these steel ingots, and then I got iron ingots going this way, right? And then I got iron ingots and iron ingots. And iron ore. Yeah, troubleshooting is gonna be. I don't know if you were on here yesterday when I was talking about it, but I'm gonna kick these things on one at a time. Like, I'm not in the mood to try to think that I did this so good that I can just make this entire complex come on and all at once. So I'm gonna bring over like we're gonna start with the quartz. I'll bring in the quartz and the limestone and just kind of, you know, troubleshoot the silica and the concrete and the quartz, and then kind of break it off in small chunks. Maybe it'll be perfect. I highly doubt it. And I wasn't too thrilled about this when I first did this, but I'm not too upset because, you know, it's the underneath. Who really cares? I mean, this water path, like, this is going to end up being a problem probably at some point. I bet I ran these in a spot where I need to run some water pipe, but that's a future problem. All right, let me just make sure I got everything done here. $780s, we got our 160s. Yes, the only thing left for the steel is going to be the coal. How'd I do the elevator? How do you mean? Like making it super tall? Yeah. So there's that little trick where once you build it, you can do a hold and click, and you just have to do it a whole bunch of freaking times. It took a minute. It did, because I think it stopped. Well, it's, what is it, 196 meters or whatever. It stopped kind of right around here. You can kind of almost see where it's a little bit funky right there. See that? I think that's where it stopped. And then I had to go the rest. I did the same thing for the... Uh-oh. We're losing power. I had to do the same thing for the iron one. Come on. But yes, it does take a minute. I tried to set up like a macro. Does it work? Why would you ask such a question? I don't know. Let's check the iron. I think I've got power to this one. Does it work? Who asked such questions? All right, let's go to the top.
Did you know elevators are considered very uplifting?
I think this will be really cool once I get the exterior done, because the way I built these is, you know, it's half in and half out of the factory. So you can look out and look in. Seems to be working. What do we just pass? What is this? 382. We gotta go to 501. Get a nosebleed up this high. Yeah, they made it to the top. So there you go. It works. I haven't built the copper one yet. Copper one's gonna take. I need to go figure out how to do a macro on my keyboard for that. I'm not all about sitting here doing that clicking. This iron one took. I mean, it probably took half an hour. I mean, I guess I could just do it offline. Just jump off. Yeah, I like checking this out though. Music's rather annoying though. Yeah, I'm never in here to even worry about it. Mute. Done. This is not where I wanted it to be. There we go. All right, where were we? So we've steel's done, except for bringing the coal in, which it's going to be the exact same. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? So I need the same setup as this. I'm curious if I should have made this a blueprint. But the other problem is, so I'm definitely not bringing the coal in this way. So we're probably going to have to do a train station over here. Yeah, that's a issue for another day. You know what? I'm curious. Let me pull open my Satisfactory tools. Calculator. Ingot factory. So is the steel one the one that's producing the most output? Yeah, 13,800. The iron's 3,800. Deuterium's 900. Silica's 4,200. Quartz 1,785. Oh no, copper. Jesus. 18,262.5. From the copper. 18,260. It's 23 fucking cable or belts. And this is what? Oh, I guess, I mean, this is 22. I mean, that's 23 at 780. I have to break them up into their individual things. I bet I've got 40 freaking... I bet I got 40 belts that are gonna come out of this. I guarantee I'm gonna run out of room when I start doing this, because I'm probably gonna have to do another belt compression, decompression, compression setup. I mean, it's almost guaranteed, right? $560 and $320. What is the copper? I did not plan these very well. I'll tell you that right now. $480. Planned it better. At least for the ore side, because that's just a straight up Mark IV. The water, I'm gonna have the same effing issue as the iron tower. At least I know a solution for it. But yeah, that being Mark IV, that's literally just going to be overflows. Smart splitters with overflows. Just wait for when you need more copper. I know. I've been watching, who is it? Kibitz and his nuclear pasta run, where he's got to have... Shit, I don't even remember how much copper he needs. Okay, that's another thing. All right, so I'm gonna take a break. I need to go refill my coffee. Glad I got that done. I want to move on to the trains. I want to start trying to figure out how I'm going to run these around the outside. And I need to redo this. This was my initial offshoot. And for some reason I wasn't paying attention to it when I built the water extractors. And I don't know if you can see, they're going to clip. And I can't have that. And we need to decide what's going to be on the top, what's going to be on the bottom. What's going to... I was thinking I'm also going to need like a elevation switch where any train that's on the bottom can get to the top, and any train that's on the top can get to the bottom. That may be making this way more complex. Does this not have power? All right, now it's got power. Elevation switch. You do roundabout. Yeah, I could do roundabout intersection. I don't know if your comment got cut off. Maybe make a switching station, a dedicated building where the trains can change railways. That's a good idea. It's not a bad idea. And they can queue also. I mean, it's gonna be, it'd have to be a huge building, right? I don't know how many trains I'm gonna end up bringing over here and how long they're gonna be, but I was gonna plan on at least 10 cars plan it for 10 cars, and if it ends up being less, then it's less. That's an interesting thought. I didn't think about that. So have a switch station. A building where all the trains pull into. Before they go drop off their materials. With a whole bunch of queuing lines or sidings. It's not a bad idea. Rail design, don't need a switch mechanic. All railways split into every building. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well this is gonna be an interesting one. Alright, let me take a break and I'll think on that. And we can kind of dive into that when I get back. So give me a few minutes. All right, I'm back. You like the font on the Be Right Back? Thank you. Rail network finish. You train people. That's a good idea. I mean, we're way away from that, right? So I was thinking while I was filling up my coffee, what if I... What if I had incoming raw resources on one level and then outgoing ingots on another level? That would make it a little bit more simpler. What problems would I have if I did that, though? Nothing really. Have every raw resource coming in on the top, and then I mean, that's kind of how I have it set up anyway, right? Because this level here is the same as that level. And then I've got it lower for the output. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, and I would still do right, left, out. Well, would I? You're right. You're right. So I don't want trains coming back on themselves. So in and out. Technically, this would also have to do this number. Something along these lines, right? This center line, which is my express, is gonna have to move. I may have to make it jump up and over this intersection. And remove the top, yeah. Alright, that's not a bad idea. You know what I think we need to do is just do it. And deal with the consequences later. You can use math signals. What the heck are math signals? Is it a different kind of signal I don't know about? Blocking and path. Did you mean path instead of math? Ah, okay. I was going to say math signals. That's kind of cool. All right, so where do we want to peel this off? Maybe we want to peel this off over here. Don't remember what angle this was. No, it wasn't 5. Three? Nope. 4. Alright, so that's 4. We remember that. Alright, what are you doing here? Oh no, I need that gone. Because we're gonna go the other way. I'll go 4 the other way. Probably not enough. 8. I wonder. What are the odds this... No, I was about to say, what are the odds this has the same... Alright, let's whip out our... train now. Now I don't even remember. What the hell? Good God. Which side is out from your pyramid? I don't even have it tied into the pyramid yet. And I don't think I am, because I don't have anything. Everything's locally sourced over there. So I think I'm just going to skirt around it. Christ, I don't even remember what... What is this? No support. Rain straight section, no support. No support. Straight with support. Okay. Alright, so let's delete this. He's got to go. Let's just shit these together and see how they look. I mean, you're definitely going to have some clipping, right? I mean, this isn't bad. Whether it works or not is a completely different question, right? All right, this walkway's got to go. So in your trainer, you'll have trains going both ways. Yes. On the same track, no. That's not the plan, right? The plan is losing power. You know, going this direction on this side and going this direction on this side. Okay, then why connect rail, same rail on both sides? Come on. You're talking about like this connecting here and over here? So then, yes, I guess to answer your question, yes, I'll have them go in both directions. Because I'm, you know, going to be picking up resources over here and here. So when it leaves this, I want it to be able to either go this way or this way. And same thing when it's coming in, I want it to be able to come in from this direction and come in from this direction. Where's my power? I feel like I need another support. Should have built it higher. Probably should have. But the cake is baked. I don't want to screw with it now. What? I missed a material. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Where, oh, where, oh, where? Oh, there it is. Streamlabs, but I'm enjoying the stream. Perfect. Yeah, I added that in. I was playing around with that. I'm glad it works. That's the first time I've seen it pop up and actually work. Okay, now it gets interesting. Oh, I got you for spamming emotes. I didn't even know I had that setting on there. Is that even a setting? Oops. Go back. Emote protection. I do have that on. You must have done... What is this set at? Minimum amount 10, maximum amount 15. So how many did you put on there, Surplus? You put too many on there. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. You know what? I need to running out of juice here to fly. You know, I really need to start turning this sucker, and I may need to start turning it before this one, to be honest. Heck, maybe even before this one. Yeah, I think I need to get rid of this one and this one. All right, 8's too much. Is 4 gonna be okay? Bum, bum, bum. Why is Minecraft considered a simulation game by Twitch? No clue. The mod used for curves, I do vanilla. I started out doing it vanilla and I just got so frustrated. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, so I made the executive decision to go ahead and put that mod in. Oh. No, I don't have the right technique. 100% right. You are 100% right. I don't like that. How far can I go? And I lost power. Okay, I'll take that. I'm about to put my fly mode on. You know what? We're gonna do it. I need a bird's eye view of this stuff anyway. Use bits technique, very easy. Yeah, I watched that a while back. It's been a minute. I don't remember it. Don't use pipe floor holes on 1 meter foundations. Well, yeah, I didn't use those. I learned that the hard way a long time ago. So what I did, let me just make sure. So what I tend to do is I put the what they called this guy, this inside the floor, connect it, and then I delete it. Yeah, so you can see I don't have any pipe holes whatsoever. All right, since we're up here, let's look at this. Oh no, look at this bullshit. Good thing I did this. These are effing backwards. Oh, and it's the one I connected to the damn... Gotta be kidding me. Where's the damn... I usually look for that arrow, right? Or the little, What the hell is it? Oh, see, it's pointing backwards. Crap. So I gotta redo this completely. Or... No, come... Killing me, Smalls. I'll just do this. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. It's like it never happened. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, never happened. Agreed, but my OCD, that would have driven me insane. Alright. Problem solved. I think. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay. Alright, so how are we feeling on this? Does it need to go more? I almost feel like it needs to go a little bit more. Like turning. That was 4 degrees. Yeah, I just don't know how much space I'm gonna need. Almost wanted to come to like here. No, I mean, that's not bad. And it's heading in the direction I wanted to go. Mm-hmm. Problem is, once I decide to do it, I'm gonna have to do it, right? So I guess here's the question. The train stations that I'm going to put, do I want them on the inside of the track or the outside of the track? If I want them on the inside of the track, then yes, I need more room. If I want them on the outside of the track, I really don't want them on the outside of the track because then I don't have enough room to get all the belts over. Since my train is so low. So we do need to go down. I mean, we do need to curve over more. Six degrees. I think that feels about right. It's kind of going this way. That's about right. I think that looks good. Let's make sure we got this. And that should have a yellow on the left. It does. Okay. And I'm out of material. Forgot how much resources this sucker took. This network, this train network. Hmm. Sit and wait, sit and wait, sit and wait. All right, how's this feeling? Yeah, I think it seems good too. And I almost have it to where if I wanted, because I've been questioning whether I want anything to come through here, just because there's not enough. I didn't think there's enough space, but it's almost. You know what? Let's look at this. Hmm. It almost seems a little bit off. Almost seems a little bit off. And I don't know if staring at it's going to make it better. I mean, it's cool looking for sure. Right, but here's my, like, it just... Well, maybe it'll be all right. Like, we should probably go to maybe here and then curve it. Yeah, it does look really. So this is that what is it? Cartograph mod. It does look kind of badass, doesn't it? Here's the pyramid. And then the See, I thought when I built this starter factory deal, I thought that this was gigantic. And now, like, this thing's just massive. And this will be massive when it's done. Okay, we start turning now. Do we start turning now? Okay, here was going to be my first drop off. Doesn't necessarily need to be right here, but these are where the two paths intersected, and then I kind of centered this off of that, and this is going to be the path for all the outputs. So I wanted the big train station to be there. I'm wondering if I need to build the train platform first here. To be able to know where this should tie into. Right, and it doesn't need to be this far out because, I mean, the train platform itself is going to be fairly substantial. If I'm going to put hang on. You think about something here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. This is the center. Doesn't need to be 5 by 4. Five by 1's fine. You could do something like that. Like what? Like what I just did right here? Yeah, I'm just trying to scale this thing, right? So I did download this other mod. It's a modular train station. I haven't played with it. and I didn't know if I was actually going to use it or if I was just going to use the standard. I don't know. I saw it. It looked pretty cool. It's got like different sides. It's got walkways. Empty platforms. Yeah, I don't know what some of this stuff is, but all right, let's see. Yeah, so if this is, it does. All right, how much does each one of these take? Two apiece. Oh my god. And I said I was going to design this for 10 cars. That's 22. That's gigantic. I could split up into 2 spots, but it's still going to have to be... Five, 10, 15, 20. That's 20. That's 9. I feel like I could almost push it out a little bit more, maybe. The size feels okay, though. Compared, you know, because if you look at it in comparison to... for 10 carts, you'll need 2 locomotives. Ah. So what does that mean? Does that mean I need to do... I did not go in the right spot. That's where I wanted it. Okay, it's 5 full cart locomotives. So, since it's been forever, well, I haven't even done a train that's that long. Question. Do you do that, and then you start your... So this would fit your 2 locomotives? Place the second one on the back. Okay. Oops. Like so. I don't need the empty platform on the back if it's on the back. So it just overhangs into the, where the rail line is. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there just for, reference perception. Let's see. I built some straight sections. All right, so those are not used. Elevation change, elevation change. This. This is my max incline and decline. So what is this? The double ramp. What angle is the double ramp? It's not a, it's not, it's 2, right? Yeah, it's the same as 2, so. Hmm. 2 locomotives, okay. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. I want to kind of see how this looks and feels. So really this needs to skirt the outside, right? Because you're going to peel off into it. So this, in theory, needs to kind of come along here. Okay, so what are the odds? You know what? Hold on. We need to think about entrance and exit, right? So is it going to go back on to the line? Yes, it would go back onto the line. Everything will queue up behind it. You know what I'm probably gonna have to add in here once I get this thing going is some of these guys. What do you call these? Crossovers. Okay, so do I want this? This is too much for my brain for this morning. What time is it? It's 5:30. I gotta start getting ready for work. I may just leave this here for now. At least it'll give me something to think about. I don't necessarily just want to sit here for an hour postulating. It is good progress. I mean, I'm liking how this is doing. Obviously, I've got reservations because the aesthetics aren't done, so it kind of looks a little funny. It's like a caterpillar out in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Well, let me take a few little screenshots. Where do I want to do this? I need a thumbnail. That kind of... That's kind of good. Right about there. Can I do... Get a really high up one. With my feet. That's kind of cool. Wonder if I can get a decent shot of the all those belts. Not really. I've kind of exhausted those as far as pictures go. That's kind of cool. All right, that gives me some stuff to work with. All right, well, Surplus, thanks for hanging out and giving me some things to think about for the next one. We'll catch you later. Bye.